next few videos are going to be about breeding. We've decided to split this huge topic up into several little sections just to help us out here. Today's video is going to be about bringing your birds into breeding condition. So I've asked Malcolm, our technical director, to give us some more advice about this. Hi Malcolm.
Hi Charlotte.
So how would you approach the subject of bringing your birds into breeding condition?
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is actually look at what happens to birds in the wild. And in the wild, birds breed on a seasonal basis, or at least most species of birds breed on a seasonal basis. So they'll breed either in the spring and summer for temperate climates, or in tropical areas they tend to breed in the wet season. And what they're responding to there is a change in diet, and more particularly a change in protein.
Why does protein affect the breeding condition though?
Okay, that's a good question, and the basic answer is this. Young birds are mostly made of protein, so when they're growing and growing and growing, they need lots and lots of protein.
That's a good answer. So, how do bird keepers achieve this?
Okay, well I think basically we've got to look at what we're feeding them when they're not breeding. And let's just imagine that we're feeding a basically seed-based diet. So if we have things like millet or canary seed, they're probably 10, maybe 14% protein. And that's fine for a non-breeding bird. On the other hand, the young chicks may need as high a level of protein as say 24%, a lot higher. So we've got a low protein seed mix. We're probably adding an egg food. Now most of the egg foods on the market are 16% protein. So obviously with that, it's not possible for the baby birds to get a 24% protein diet. So what we would do is we add a high protein and a good quality protein to the egg food. But in order to mimic what happens in the wild, we'll do that gently over a period of weeks. So we start adding tiny amounts and we add more and more and more, until we get to the point where we want them to start breeding, and hopefully then we've got a 24% protein diet.
So how much egg food should we be using?
Well, the answer to that is that the adult birds will be still needing only a very low protein level. So before they breed, they need to know that the high protein food's there, but they probably won't eat very much of it. So only feed them a tiny amount. As soon as the chicks hatch, then they'll start eating more high protein egg food. And as the chicks grow, they need more and more and more of it. But actually, although they need more absolute egg food, they don't need as much of a high level of protein as they get bigger and bigger. So what you'll find is that the ratio of egg food to seed they eat will change. So as the babies grow, the proportion of egg food will drop, the proportion of seed will rise. And effectively we're allowing the adult birds to get the right protein level for their babies as they grow.
That's brilliant, Malcolm. Thank you very much for your input there.
Pleasure.
So what were the main points covered